Hey, my lovely people out there, my gems. You know who it is, Starr Kraziness. But make sure you go and check out my latest video that you see is playing on the screen. Make sure you subscribe and tell everybody you know about the crazy girl you be watching, Starr Kraziness. You know I do it for y'all. And I will see you in a few seconds on the next video. Bye, y'all. Peace. Hey y'all, this your girl Starr Craziness, and I'm coming to you the Braxton Family Values recap. I know I've been off the streets, YouTube streets for a minute, but hey, I'm back here again. You know, I had to take a little 2 minute break, a 2 day break because it's just been hot and I can't function. A lot of other stuff been going on, but I'm here now, so let's go ahead and get into this recap. Actually, this episode was boring, and you know how I feel about boring episodes. But I'm gonna go ahead and muddle through this one and give you what I got for a pork chop. Back it up. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to it. So we're at Tracy's house, and basically she's talking to her son and her husband about how she's scared about how this getting her hysterectomy is gonna be, taking out her uterus or whatever. And she was like, "Is her sexuality gonna be gone?" No, because you still have a vagina. You're still gonna have hormones. It's just gonna be a little different down there, you know. But she just basically saying she gonna be more sensitive, cause she ain't with all this sensitivity crap, you know. And then she worrying about her sex life. Is that still gonna be on and popping? And then she made a comment where she gonna be working on her jaw skills, and we all know what that means. And that's all she could do, cause they can't have sex until 6 weeks is up. Okay, so ain't no more bumping and grinding. Not for 6 weeks, and probably a little later on, because I mean they say 6 weeks, but you never know how your body might react to what's, you know, you just got your uterus taken out or whatever. And she just feel like she's gonna be all over the place. Basically, you know, like when you have a baby or when you on your cycle, you have all these mood swings going on. So I mean, it is what it is. And then she brings up the whole fact, like, who gonna be doing the wifely duties? Who gonna be cooking, clean, and doing? Cause you know I can't move. I have to be stable and taken good care of, and in order for me to be back at good health. So who gonna do it? Who? Okay. And so the husband was like, you got that. He was talking to his son. I forgot his son's name. Because he's so quiet and just like a fly on the wall. Like, you know, get a little interactive, but whatever. So it leaves them saying we're going upstairs. I guess they was going to get their little last freaking time on, but whatever. So we got Tamar and Towanda, and they're in the car, and Towanda asks, like, where is Vince? You know, like, why he's not taking you to your doctor's appointment for a follow up? Because she recently had got her, I think it was her her left rib taken out, because she already had got the right, some kind of this syndrome she had going on. And she was like, I don't know where he at. So I guess that whole her getting fired, even though this was scripted, pre-recorded, it just slipped that scene on in about her getting fired. I guess she mad at him. I don't know. Too much don't care, because that's why you cannot mix business and pleasure. It's just not gonna happen, because it's gonna be a big falling, and it's gonna be a big misunderstanding. I have to whoop you know, about my money, okay, and about why I'm not. So, but teach his own. So come to find out, you know, she just trying, because it was blood clots going on with her. Like the rib was pressing against her veins, and it made blood clots. And I'm like, ooh, that sounds like it's painful. So then Tamar, she goes and asks, like, what's going on with Tracy? No, not Tracy, Trina. You know, how her romance going with her new dude, you know, whatever. And Towanda was like being all quiet. Like, everybody know, you know, the juice on everybody in the family. So go ahead and spill it out. I mean, you always do somehow. So Towanda was like, well, I mean, she good. She say she good. And Tamar like, no, give me the real juice. You always doing this, Towanda. Just give me the real juice. And so she eventually says she don't like Jason. She thinks he's just there for fame and fortune, just to ride Trina's coattail. And I'm like, what coattail did he really have to ride? I mean, I could see Tamar, but I mean, I can see not Tamar, Tony, but I don't know. So then Tony calls, and Tamar just go ahead and spill it out. Girl, we talking about Trina, like what's going on with her and her man. And so she goes to say, well, I think he's sneaky. I think he just here to be famous or whatever. I don't think he really care about her. And I'm like, oh, all of this is just coming out the woodworks. And Tamar like, well, I ain't get that vibe. When I do see him, he seems nice and not disrespectful. But I mean, I guess so. And so she ended up cutting off Tony. She wasn't even finished talking. She said, okay, bye, Tony. And so I'm like, okay. So basically, they just think Trina new dude that she been dating for I think I wrote it down, over a year, is there for fame and fortune. I'm like, okay, well, good luck with that. So then we go to the doctor's office, and basically, like I said, Tamar's having a follow-up. She's trying to make sure everything went well or whatever. And the doctor, just basically goes to say, yeah, you're doing good. You don't have to worry about it. You don't even have to come back and see me unless, something pop up. But you all good. You can go fly. You can go do work. You can go play with your kid. You good, okay? You are good. So, and Tamar was happy, she just wanted to hear some good news since everything just been hearing her bam, 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 bam with bad. So she got some good news. So I'm happy for you on that. So then we go to Tracy, and she's in the car with her husband, the husband, mama, and Mama E. And they basically just talking about her surgery again, and then the doctor calls to tell her, she'll be there, everything be fine, blah, blah, blah. So then her husband goes to say, what if will they show me the uterus? And he's like, oh, that's what I've been sticking up. I was sticking myself up in you. Just talking like nasty, gross talk. Then his mom was like, old folks back here. And Mama E was like, speak for yourself, girl. I am young and in my prime. I'm like, you go ahead. You tell her, Mama E, you doing your little thing. Yeah. I just thought it was funny. Like, she was like, speak for yourself. Ain't nobody old over here. I still, and then how she just been talking outlandish, talking about some Mama E, do your thing. That's all I gotta say. So then we go to Trina, and she's coming in to see what's going on with her establishment, and they was just looking like, oh snap, she in here, her staff. And then she goes to the back, check on her other son, and he, I guess, helping cooking, and he said something was wrong with that. Then she goes to tell us that a customer had came in to the establishment, and they reviewed it. They gave a bad review, and basically was talking about the host, and the host is her son Eric. And I guess they was just saying, he was, and he just didn't look professional or whatever. So she, goes to him and stuff like that, and she was like, no, you need to sweep before you mop. And he just looked like lost for the sauce. I'm like, can you not understand? But anyway, she was like, go put that down. Let me talk to you, boy. I just ain't got no time. So then she was like, something smell a little funky. I know it's not me. Let me check myself, whatever. And then she goes to him, and she was like, ooh, He was like, I'm not funky or whatever. It's my cologne. She was like, well, we need to change that. So she pulled out her own perfume, and she just sprayed him down. He was like, want to smell like an old lady? She was like, my old lady? This ain't no... Boo, if you a little... You need to get that under control. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was hot that day, and, I don't know. But she was... And she was, trying to save face, and he wasn't musty. It was like a little musk type, and it was just a little too strong. So her perfume was supposed to trying to calm it down. Nah, boo. He was musty. He was on a... Okay, so he didn't need no perfume. He needed to go do a little more other stuff. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But basically she was saying, don't be so lax. Yes, you're my son, But at home, you're my son. At work, you are another employee that I pay and expect for you to do a good job and exceed the tasks I give you. All you gotta do is be presentable and make sure everything is a-okay up in this thing. Like, you my next to go person. How hard is that? But I mean, he just like, it's whatever. I don't care. Okay. All right, mom, I got you. I got you. But I mean, she was like, if need be, I will fire you. Cause you ain't about to mess up all the hard work and investment I done put up in this thing. I will fire you. And I mean, she getting serious on him. So you better wake it up, Eric. You better wake it up. Okay. So at the end of the day, that's what's bring home the money to her. So she gotta do whatever she gotta do. Okay. So then we get to the hospital. Tracy just got done with surgery, so everybody in the lobby waiting on the results, like, you know, what's going on. So surprisingly, the daddy pop up. You know, he talking to the husband or whatever, and then the doctor, she comes back and she was just saying everything was good, but she did kind of have some scarring where the uterus was, but everything is good. She don't need to be doing no strenuous type of work. She need to stay stable. Nobody need to, like, you know, make her stressed out. Let her just heal good, cause she gonna heal properly. But you know, people don't need to be stressing out and bringing her no drama. Okay. Then, just like a man, so dog, you know what kind of question I'm trying to ask you, cause she asked anybody having questions. And Mama E, she was just like, is she good to go to work? And no, until she clear her, she gonna be up in that bed, relaxing and going to sleep. Relaxing, going to sleep. Relaxing, going to sleep. So, like I said, the husband, he was like, so you know what kind of question I'm trying to answer, dog, okay? She was like, what kind of question? Even though she already knew it, because, come on now. He was like, so when 6 weeks? Didn't she tell you this before? 6 weeks. And then the daddy gonna make a smart remark, like, maybe might need to add on some more weeks, because I don't know. So, yeah. Get that jaw working. But anyway, let me stop. So then they, the husband, not Tamar. Ooh, these T's, I tell you. Tracy, her husband, goes to the room and check on her, and she was like, yeah, the doctor said this, the doctor said that, and he like, yeah, I said it was a sight to be seen, you know. And then not Kevin, I don't know if Kevin, I get them mixed up, is Kevin the son or Kevin the husband? I don't know, somebody tell me. But he comes in, and then we got Towanda, she comes in surprisingly, because, you know, she said she couldn't be there, but she said she couldn't be there for the actual surgery, but she knew after she could, you know, make a stop by and see how her sister doing. Then Mama E came, and then Tracy, she was just talking, you know, and stuff like that. But then Towanda, she called Tamar on the what's this called, cell phone. They FaceTimes and whatever. And then it just got to a point where, like, they knew she was ready to go to sleep, because she already had hit the button for the morphine, you know, basically to calm her nerves and put her out a-okay. You hear me? Pow! Boom. So she was just ready to go, and Tawana was like, come on, just push the button, let's go, you know, just go to sleep. We will be out there, you know, somebody will be here, so just go to sleep. So she said her goodbye, see you later. And when I tell you, she got knocked out. She said, look, couple of see how quick that was? She said, look, that's exactly how she did. And I was like, go ahead, milk a girl, because, you know, you can't be getting that stuff on the regular when pain start hitting. So then we get to Tamar. She's doing this little event in Arkansas called the Designer Choice Fashion event. It's a kids event for charity or whatever. And she's also going to be showing off her shoe line. And I didn't even know she had a shoe line. Maybe she had mentioned it on the reel when she was on there, but I don't recall her having a shoe line. But go ahead, do you do. Since you ain't got no coins coming from the reel no more, you got to make other avenues. I see you. I see you. So she invited Towanda, and it's like, what is Towanda doing with her life? Is she back being Tony's assistant, or I don't know, because she has a lot of time on her hands. Cause she went to Baltimore to go support Tracy in her surgery. Understandable, somebody had to be there from the clan. Then she's going to Tamar event. Understand? I'm just like, who paying for all this? You know, but hey, you know, do what you do. You gotta do something. But yeah, so she meets up with the lady that's, you know, basically showing her around the venue, telling her what's gonna happen, you know, and she can do her little own thing and meeting other people, and also she got to meet the models that's gonna be, you know, wearing her shoes. So then she talking about she don't know where Towanda is, and come to find out Towanda is in her dressing room, Tamar's dressing room now, getting all dolled up like she's the one who's hosting the event. I'm like, what the hell? And then she had on this short dress. I'm like, how old are you, woman? You are not back in your teens or your early 20s. I know you want to be feeling beautiful, sexy, got you, but you can do that in a classy way. I mean, nothing was wrong with the dress but the length. And even her sister Tamar was like, what the rest of that? Who? And then when she turned around, she like, turn around, Towanda. You can see her butt cheek. I mean, like, if I was her daughter, I would be embarrassed. Like, Mama, why are you walking out the house like that? That is not appropriate for your age group, okay? And that's not the first time I done seen Towanda dressed like she damn near 20-something. Like, okay, you got a nice body, but you can show that in a different way. No, don't. I digress. Okay. But anyway, so Towanda updated her on Tracy. She doing good. Daddy came, and Tamar like, he did? Okay. And then she was like, well, let's, you know, and then the lady came, and she was telling like the model's ready, let's see him walk. And Tamar once again doing her little extra stuff, like, yes, honey, yes. I'm like, okay. That's you, though. Oh. So then we get back, and Tamar, she goes on stage with her co-host. You know, they're talking this and that. Once again, where's Towanda? She's supposed to be out there with everybody else. So we get backstage, and we see Towanda on the couch. Go figure. She's not where she's supposed to be. And so her and Tamar, they kind of get into it, but it wasn't like one of they're like kind of get into it like they had. You know, it's just like a little disagreement. Basically, Tamar was like, look, I invited you to come to this event with me. I want you to see everything. Towanda like, okay, I came to support, but I came to support you and your shoe line. I want to see your shoes. I will be out there when your shoes come out there on the platform. I don't care about this other stuff. I just want to see your stuff. And she like, this is my stuff. This is my event. Or whatever. So I want you there for every part of it. Okay? Even if it might be boring. Alright? And Towanda wasn't hearing that. And Tamar wasn't hearing her. So at the end of the day, it didn't matter. So she's like, you know what? Okay. You know how the designer, when everybody done, you know, showed off my their designs or whatever, and the designer come out, show appreciation, like thank you, and you know, we all roll back. I want you to come. I want you to be a part of that moment then. Since you can't sit your act down in the audience like everybody damn else, you want to have special treatment. So I'm gonna treat you like you somebody special right about now. Even though this is my moment, you're gonna be in the big moment of my life right now. Okay, let's do it. So the person came out, you know, the models was done, they did their thing or whatever. The shoes look ordinary. I mean, when it comes to fashion, it's just the way you put it and how you market it, and as well as the name. I mean, some of the shoes, I ain't gonna lie, I could have got a JC Penney's, or you know, from other people, you know, from other fashion designers. I mean, it's just really you're paying for the name at the end of the day. But whatever, they were cute. So they bring Tamar out to get this plaque, and they basically gave her her own day. And I just don't understand why we giving celebrities their own day. Like they doing their job. I don't get that. They are doing their job. Their job is to entertain the citizens of America. I don't understand why we have to give them a day. Like, did they go out and fight for us? Did they? That's another situation I digress on, because I'm confused why they have to have a day, or why they have to have a key to the city. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. At the end of the day, they're still a normal person. Okay? But, yeah, so she got all teary-eyed on that, whatever, talking about, I do this for y'all, yeah. So, then we get to a restaurant. Her and Tamar went out for drinks, and, you know, Tamar want to figure out, why are you here? Why are you here all the time in LA? What's out here? Is it a man out here for you? Because I need to know. Because you just, what she call her, secret squirrel or something like that. Like, why are you here? And, of course, she kind of dodged the question. She really didn't give too much of a good reason why she was. She just support, I guess, or whatever. And they had a little small chit chat or whatever. And then they both down and they drink. I'm like, y'all got some issues going on? But I guess they want to get a little wasted. So then we come to back to the ATL. The girls have, except for Tracy, because she's recovering. They have a little lunch at this place they like, Mexican restaurant. It's actually like right down the street from, if anybody know about Georgia, Piedmont Hospital, like downtown. It's like right down the street from there. I think it's something Julio, something like that. So they talking. First it was just Trina, Tamar, and Mama E, and they talking, chit chatting or whatever. And then Trina brings up the whole, well, they was talking about Eric, how she wants Eric to get out because she's getting a little too much of him, because she goes to work with him and she come home with him. So she just a little too much. She just ready for him to go spread his wings somewhere else. And Tamar was like, well, you ain't gonna feel like that once he out there, because you know how you overprotected your babies or whatever. And she was like, yeah, but I'm tired of him. He need to go. We need to experience life, not be under mommy wing all the time or whatever. True. So then she goes to say, she had a talk with their dad, and she wanted to know why he didn't show up for her wedding. He showed up for Tamar's wedding. He showed up for Tony's wedding, and she was like basically telling her dad, like, do I have to be famous for you to show up? And I'm like, oh, okay, that's, I mean, in the way, yeah, does she have to be, somewhat famous for you to show up? So they come back, because you know how they want to be dramatic. They take commercial, then come back, and Tamar was like, so what did he say? And he was like, no, I guess not. But she still feels some type of way about it. But she did feel good that he did come to her renewal when her and Gabe was renewing their vows. So he did come to that, but it still didn't take the place of him not actually walking her down the aisle on like one of the biggest days a woman can have in her life, versus having a baby, or getting their first car, stuff like that, monumental moments. So she still kind of felt the way about that. But I'm like, damn girl, hey, at least your dad is in your life, okay? But that was it. That's all I got. That's all I can give you, because that's all they gave me, really. It was really actually a boring episode, and I was ready for it to go off. But anyway, make sure y'all comment, subscribe if you haven't. Tell anybody you know about your girl Starr J Kraziness, because I gives you the tea, the recaps. I might be starting to do skits, y'all. If y'all want me to do a skit or something, let me know in the comment section below. I'm trying to broaden my horizons in this thing, okay? So yeah, I'll see you on the next recap. Bye.